Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. At any given second of the day, there are millions of trucks delivering goods all around the world. China's Chongqing province, for example, is one such place, and is also home to some of the most dangerous roads in the world. The best example is the infamous Token Stone Road in Wuxi County, which features a dizzying incline of seemingly impossible sharp turns. Wuxi sits at the northern end of Chongqing, which stretches into the Daba Mountains. This geography left many of the villages and towns here cut off from the normal supply chain. In 2012, the Chinese government built a new highway as part of an initiative to make sure that even those citizens living in the most remote areas could get access to essential goods and services. For truck drivers, this means navigating one of the most bizarre sections of road in the world. Built for the two mountains on either side, Token Stone Road is the only way to travel from Tianping to Minsu village. But accomplishing this requires a high degree of skill and precision. The slopes of Token Stone Road range up to 40 degrees, while the turns feature bends of more than 70 degrees. The key is patience, precision, and careful management of the truck's momentum. Drivers need to approach each of the 18 hairpin turns with extreme caution. If the tires slip or the load in the back of the truck shifts, it could cause the truck to roll backward or even fall onto its side. Amazingly, this stretch of road remained unpaved for 7 years, during which time the Chinese government decided to install concrete barriers on the ledges. In terms of technique, each size of truck requires a completely slightly different approach. The driver must turn the wheel at a sharp angle, getting as close to the adjacent wall as possible. After reversing slightly, the driver can complete the turn safely. Buses and other passenger vehicles are also prohibited by law from attempting to navigate Token Stone Road, ensuring that only experienced drivers can make the trip. But of course, what goes up must come down again. Due to the reduced visibility, the descent is often considered even more dangerous. Fortunately, the government limits traffic to just one vehicle at a time. As with the journey downward, drivers understand a single slip or brake failure can mean big problems. As dangerous as the Token Stone Road may be, these drivers understand that they are integral to bringing medical supplies, food, and other vital provisions to some of the most isolated parts of the country. Tokenstone is far from the only unusual road in China. Truck drivers must prepare for virtually anything to traverse the country's vast network of mountains, valleys, and rivers. For instance, this dramatic 350-meter-tall spiral bridge, which is part of the Tianlongshan Highway. Truck drivers must check in with authorities before attempting to cross to minimize traffic and risk. The bridge sits in a remote area near Taiyuan, the capital of Shaanxi Province. The highway runs some 30 kilometers, reaching elevations of more than 1,300 meters above sea level. However, this remarkable feat of engineering was not designed to make traveling easier. Instead, the Chinese government hopes to increase safety. Before the bridge opened in 2019, this part of the Tianlongshan Highway was known for having a high number of accidents. The spiral design of the road decreases vehicle speeds, making it easier and safer to navigate the change in elevation. Even so, many drivers compare the experience of driving on the bridge to riding a roller coaster. Unlike Tokenstone Road, trucks need to share the highway with both civilian cars and other large vehicles. Fortunately, the road is not only wider, but the curves are far less severe. On a clear day, the mesmerizing views of the surrounding mountains make this elevated drive a worthy one. However, due to the extreme elevation, truckers can sometimes deal with snow and ice, making this trip much more dangerous. Speed limits on the road are posted at 80 kilometers per hour. However, on-site officials can lower this in inclement weather or high winds. Estimates say that around 14,000 vehicles navigate this section of road each day. Thanks to this marvel of engineering, they can do so more safely than ever. Since opening in 2019, the bridge has become a major tourist attraction. Thanks to its splendid views of the region. Even truck drivers often have to pause and take in the scenery upon reaching the top. But this is not the case for every truck driver. In some parts of the world, transporting goods relies on truckers using paths that hardly qualify as roads. In Vietnam, acacia trees have become a major cash crop. These trees grow fast and tall, making them ideal for pulp and paper production. Unfortunately, they also tend to grow in challenging terrains, such as on the sides of hills and mountains. It takes a special type of truck to access these remote mountain plantations. These particular trucks are designed with tall, open beds and are equipped with four-wheel drive and large, treaded wheels. Upon arriving at the site, workers will fill the back of the truck with stacks of cut logs. The tall design of the truck bed helps ensure that the vehicle can carry as many logs as possible per trip. The open-fronted trucks also feature specially designed hydraulic cranes to aid in loading and unloading. Most of the roads these logging trucks use are nothing more than muddy trails winding through the jungle. To avoid getting stuck, drivers need to move slowly and deliberately. The added weight of the logs is both beneficial and hazardous. It provides traction, but also increases the potential for getting stuck. One wrong move could leave a driver stranded miles away from any help. Thanks to their open design, drivers can get a full view of the road in front of them, which helps them avoid hazards. Even so, getting stuck is common. The key to getting out is not to panic. By avoiding spinning the wheels more than necessary, the driver can eventually ease the vehicle out of the mire. Due to the need for slow speeds, a single trip can take hours. Aside from the roads themselves, drivers also need to navigate around trees, branches, and other obstacles. In many cases, the way forward is through. Also, the mud is not just a problem for the tires. It can also settle and harden on the truck body. For such reasons, these trucks are built with most moving parts exposed, making mud removal easier. Because there is no room for passengers, drivers need to act as their own spotters for hazards above and below. After a long journey, the trucks will finally arrive at the processing facility for unloading. But the mushy and muddy terrain is not the only issue. Elsewhere in Vietnam, certain trucks are modified to operate even on rail tracks. The designs of these rail trucks are quite ingenious. Most rail trucks are operated by the railway and are tasked with tending to bridges, stone embankments, and rail ties. In total, Vietnam boasts more than 2,600 kilometers of railway, and the upkeep can cost billions of dollars per year. In addition to rail-compatible steel wheels, these trucks boast a hydraulic mechanism that lifts them, allowing them to change direction at any point. Once in the air, it takes just 2 men to rotate the wheels into position. The truck is then gently lowered into position. With the truck facing the right direction, the workers are free to go about their tasks. Like trains, the vehicles feature trailer hitches, allowing them to pull cars full of various materials. They operate via standard engines turning the wheels. The most common load is stones, which are used as track ballast. The railway will identify places where ballast is eroding, and the trucks will replace it. These fresh stones not only ensure track stability, but also for drainage to keep railways from flooding.
Hiện tại công ty cổ phần Hồng Phú đã chế tạo ra cái cầu Z88 để phục vụ cho công tác xả đá dọc tuyến và phục vụ cho công tác duy tu sửa chữa hàng năm tuyến đường sắt Yên Viên Lào Cai.
It's not uncommon for multiple loads of stone to be delivered in a single day. In this way, these trucks play a major role in preserving the safety of train travel across Vietnam. It's all part of a day in the life for these drivers. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.